Good morning, I guess it's afternoon. Sunday, November 3rd. It's about 12:30. My clock still says it's 1:30, but in my car anyway. And I'm headed to work. I work 1 to 10 today. I want to talk to you today, though, about my weekend and what caused my weekend. So my weekend was Friday and Saturday. Now I worked on Friday. Friday night I went out with friends to an auction for Save a Pet, where we ate. And actually my weekend started Thursday night because I went out with the boys for Joe's birthday, and I had a drink and Mexican food. And then I was Good Friday all day long until I went out with friends, and then I ate the buffet, which started out okay. I started out with salad, ended up with macaroni and cheese and all coffee with real cream, and I stayed away from the dessert table, thank goodness, but it didn't matter. And then last night, Andrew and his girlfriend wanted to take me out for dinner, so I thought we were going to a pizza place. It ended up being another Mexican place, where I ate chips and guacamole and salsa, and I mean, I did get a grilled fajita, but up until that point I hadn't eaten much all day long, which was my mistake. So yeah, so you're thinking, well, here's another example of Sue overeating, and I want to talk to you about grief and depression and weight loss. Now, I knew this weekend was going to be a trigger weekend for me. Just, you know, if any of you saw my Facebook post this morning, you'll know that today is the 2-year anniversary of when Joe died. I'm eating my snack on the way to work. Thursday was his birthday. So all these things hit at once. When I was going to grief counseling, my counselor warned me that grief comes in waves. And sometimes when you think you're over it, or you've worked through something, you find out you really haven't. That's what happened to me. When I first went to grief counseling, you know, my diagnosis was that I was depressed. To which I thought, no shit, you know. And I thought I had worked through all my depression and my grief. And I haven't. And so this weekend, because the grief hit me right smack in the face again, I turned to the one thing that always comforted me, which was food. I ate well. So I don't know. I mean, I know what brought it on. I just don't know how to stop it. But one thing I will tell you, I'm not as angry as I was a year ago or 2 years ago. So that part is getting better. But yes, I'm still depressed. I mean, I lost my life the way I knew it. Oh yeah, that depresses me. I lost my companion. depresses me. How to stop turning to food for comfort is something I still need to discover. I'm not to that point yet. When I'm away from these trigger days, now the holidays I know are going to be terrible. And, people tell me, think of the good memories, think of the good memories. I do, and it depresses me. I do think of the good memories, and the holidays are filled with good memories. So I need to find out how not to turn to food for comfort. This morning I was watching one of Sandy's videos about her coming up with a plan, and I'm thinking I need to rediscover my why. Why am I doing this weight loss journey? And to tell you the truth, I couldn't come up with anything this morning. I think it's because I'm just still reeling over the anniversary date, So I have a lot of self-discovery yet to do. Yes, I have been successful on Weight Watchers. I had a good year. In the last year, I've lost over 40 pounds. That's a good year. So while I was concentrating so heavily on the weight loss, I think has kept me from dealing with grief. It's kept me from working through things that I need to work through. Now, that's not to say that I'm going to stop focusing on weight loss. Heavens no. I feel so much better physically. And, I can't imagine doing the job that I do now, standing on my feet for 8 hours a day with that extra 80 pounds on. I just can't imagine that. I just need to learn how to work the two together, because I realized this weekend I haven't worked through my grief. I've been avoiding it. It's a journey that only I can make. Everyone experiences loss and grief and depression differently. And they work through it differently. And I don't know, maybe the avoidance tactic is working and I don't realize it. I woke up this morning at 4:22 a.m., which was the time my husband passed, on November 3rd. And I started sobbing uncontrollably. So much for getting an extra hour of sleep. And I realized then that I'm no less sad. I'm no further along than what I was the day he died. So maybe the weight loss has helped me in the respect that I have stopped dwelling on how sad I am for the most part. But this weekend, I know the reason I ate the way I did was because I was sad and depressed and lonely and all those things. And people say, well, go out with your friends. I do. But in your heart of hearts, it's not the same thing to go out with friends and then still go home alone. So these are just things that I'm working on, and I need to rediscover why I want to lose weight. Yeah, I want to look good. I want to be healthy. Some people say, well, but you want to live longer for your kids. Well, yes and no. I mean, to to me, that doesn't matter right now. It really doesn't matter. I know you're probably shocked to hear that, but you know, my life is buried over in Fort Meade Cemetery. And it's difficult to explain. All that being said, I want you to know that I did make a plan for today as far as eating. Now, this week's going to suck for me working wise because I work 1 to 10. Today, tomorrow, Tuesday. I work 10 to 3 on Wednesday, and I work 1 to 10 again on Thursday. So it's going to suck. And customers are getting more irritable as closer it gets to the holidays, believe it or not. Stores getting busier. People aren't happy. So it's gonna suck. I did record last night. I prepared my dinners and my lunches, and or at least for today, and I'll show those to you. I'm eating my snack on the way here because I'm kind of having to work my eating schedule in with my work schedule. So it is going on 12 o'clock. I won't get a break until 3. I mean, it's going on 1 o'clock, and I'll get a break at 3. So, anyway, I just wanted to talk to you about that because, I can smile and, laugh and stuff, and I still do. But you need to know that I'm still really working through some things emotionally that I thought I had a handle on, and then I realized I don't have a handle on anything. So, it's my sad video for today. And I'm probably going to get in trouble because I'm going to park up closer than what they want me to, because when I leave here at night, I don't want to walk clear to the end of the parking lot. So, alright, let me show you my food for the day, and then if I am not too tired tonight, I'll be back to wrap things up. If not, if I am, I will just leave it with my food. So, my snack today, I showed it to you in the video that for what I packed, but I brought a cup of grapes, and I'm kind of like with Sandy right now. I'm weighing and measuring everything. I always have, but I'm doing it more purposefully now. It's not unrealistic to think that I can lose another 10 pounds before the end of the year. But my short-term goal is just to get into the next set of numbers. So, well, here I am. I have a cup of grapes. I have 7 almonds, which is 1 point. And I have a cheese stick with me too, which is another point. I'm going to save that cheese stick for later. If I want it, I'll eat it. I probably should, because I think as it stands right now, without that cheese stick, I only have 13 points for the day. They're good points, but 13 points on freestyle. It would be more on points plus or the green plan, which from what I've been seeing, I think I'm going to go with the green plan. Because I know myself well enough to know that I need structure. especially when I'm working, I need to have that structure and have things, really, really laid out for me. It goes back to my teaching days when I had to have a lesson plan every day. So my menu plan is like my lesson plan for the day. So anyway, I am not going to ask you for suggestions on grief and depression because, like I said, everybody works through it differently. I just have to figure out my path. I don't want to be sad the rest of my life. And I know today it's probably just the day. But you know, 2 years, 730 days since I've heard his voice, and it just makes me sad. All right, well, I'm going to end it there. Let me show you what I've had to eat today. For breakfast this morning, before I head out to start my work week, I have 1 egg, 2 egg whites for 0 points. I have 2 slices of the Private Selection center cut bacon from Kroger for 1 point. 2 slices of the Nichols light wheat bread for 2 points, and I have 28 grams of fresh avocado on that for 1 point. So 1, 2, 3, 4 points on my plate. My fruit cup is 0. It's just a 1/4 cup each of berries, or blueberries, raspberries, and banana. That's 0 points, and there's 2 points in my coffee. So I have 6 points for breakfast. Okay, this is what I'm taking to work with me on Sunday. I have my breakfast planned out for 6 points for breakfast. My snack on the way to work will be a cup of grapes, 7 almonds, and I have a cheese stick in there if I want it to. So that would be 1 or 2 points. Then for my first snack, which is only for my first break, which is only 15 minutes, I'm going to eat my tortilla wrap, which is 1 Olay tortilla for 1 point, 2 ounces of turkey for 1 point. It's got 2 tablespoons of Miracle Whip Light for 1 point, and a Velveeta for 1 point, so it's a 4-point wrap. That will take me to 11 points, 12 if I eat that cheese stick. Then my long dinner break, I made a big salad that I'm taking. It's just got lettuce and eggs, some fat-free cheddar cheese in there. It's all 0 points. I have 2 tablespoons of the Bolthouse cucumber ranch for 1 point. So it'll be a 1-point dinner. That'll take me up to either 12 or 13 points. And then my last break of the day is only 15 minutes. So I have some celery sticks and some PB2. So that's 1 point for the PB2. So all in all, it'll be either a 13-point day or a 14-point day. But I wanted to show this to you tonight before I put it in the refrigerator, because I know tomorrow morning I won't have time to show it. Well, I'm back from work. It was a long, long day today. I'm really tired. I just synced my Fitbit. I had over 13,000 steps today and 5.35 miles. So my son came over earlier and took the dog out for me because I gotta tell you, my side, it hurts. I don't know why it hurts. I can't even really describe the pain, other than it feels like it felt a few years back when I got the shingles. Only it was on the other side of my stomach. This is on my left side. The last time I had shingles on the right side, I think. Or maybe it is the same place. I don't know. All I know is it hurts. I hope I'm not getting the shingles again. Okay. I stayed on plan today. I ended up the day with 18 points. Now, I showed you what I took to eat today. I stuck to that. I did add, though, when I was on my dinner break, I went and I got some of the Good Thins, the corn and sea salt crackers. I had 17 of them, which was 1 point. And I also picked up some sugar-free candies, which I tracked, just because my throat was starting to feel a little sore, and I wanted something to suck on while I was standing at the door tonight. So I did track the candies, and I tracked the nut thins, or the Good Thins. So it gave me a total of 18 points today. So I ended up not eating the celery and the PB2 that I had taken for one of my snacks. By the time I got to my break tonight, it was after 7:30. It was between 7:30 and 8. First of all, I wasn't hungry because I ate that huge salad, which was a good thing in one way, a bad thing in another, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. I ate that huge salad, and I was full. So, and that salad didn't have any points in it other than the salad dressing. Of course, this is freestyle points now. So, there were 2 eggs on it. So, I know when I was doing smart points before, freestyle rolled wrong, 2 eggs, I think, ended up being 5 points. Because the eggs were 2 points apiece. But I'm doing freestyle points right now, so I counted it as 0. But about an hour after I ate, oh boy, I had to call the one manager over. I said, I really kind of have an emergency. I have to go to the bathroom. And boy, did I have to go. So that was enough roughage to really clean me out. I know that's too much information, but it was, let's just say it was an interesting night. So I have to be back at it at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So I'm really tired tonight just because I walked most of the day. I was really only at the door for a couple hours today. But I walked the store all day long today, putting things, doing returns. So that's how I got my steps in. And I walked Molly twice around the pond this morning before I went to work. So, yeah, my knee is still kind of sore, but my side is really bothering me. So I think I just kind of need to go to bed. And even though we got that extra hour of sleep last night, I'm not feeling it. Felt good this morning, but as the day went on, by 10 o'clock, I'm tired. But anyway, I want to let you know that I did have a successful day on plan, finally. And that box of nut thins that I bought, or the good thing, I keep calling it nut thins, but it's Good Thins. And the 2 bags of sugar-free candies, I left them in my locker at work. I didn't bring them home because I didn't want to be tempted to snack on them all night tonight. So, those Good Thins, you can have 41 of those crackers for 3 points. But I didn't need 41 crackers. And I counted out 10 points, or 10 crackers, which was 1 point. And then I thought, well, let's see how many I can have for 1 point. And that's why I decided on 17, because 18 was 2 points. But that's all I needed. So I swapped that out for my PB2 today. So I'm going to put that in the refrigerator and probably take it tomorrow. I don't have any plan for tomorrow yet. I'll do that in the morning when I get up, because frankly, I'm just too tired to think about it tonight. So, all right, well, that's going to wrap it up for me tonight. To be honest with you, I'm glad the day's over. I have been feeling down all day long, and I'm just glad the day is over. So, I know it's another avoidance, but I think it's probably good that I was working today. Because had I not been working, I probably would have just stayed home and cried all day. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. And most of you are probably already in bed by the time this goes up online. But I'll do another video tomorrow of what I ate. I find that when I show you what I eat, I stay on plan better. most of the time. So, okay. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.